Hello and welcome to another episode of BaatShaat, episode 32 to be precise. I'm your host Salman Khan and we are back tonight with a very exciting show. Guess who's just popped up on the screen on the Kahoot side is none other than Ovais urf Ghaddar. He's going to be playing alongside you guys and we will give you a few minutes. We will bring Ovais in and have a quick conversation with him before we get the game started. Like always, you know, and you see the pin up there is 606-7114. It is for you to get enter into a wonderful contest tonight. We have some exciting prizes. Before I bring Ovais in, I will show you the prize for tonight. Thank you, Arsalan Zahid. He has personally sponsored this Merge Cube. It's a wonderful high-tech toy, or you want to say the game of the future. Merge Cube. It's an AR enabled, virtual reality enabled game that you can win tonight on a BaatShaat. And those that were watching on Instagram, here's what you can win. It's a Merge Cube. You can connect it to your phone, and that is the prize for tonight. Quite different than the Bluetooth speakers and all the other stuff we've been given. All right, without wasting any further time, I'm going to bring Ovais on now, and he's patiently waiting in the background. And here he is, none other than Ovais urf Ghaddar. Ovais, welcome to BaatShaat.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So your video this morning, I mean, you barely posted it, already 20 to 20,000 hits on it.
That is correct. It's going viral. It's going super viral right now.
How are you finding that trend with lately with your videos? I mean, you just put them up and boom, off they go.
Yeah, I would say I'm lucky, and I'm all thanks to the people who are really supporting me.
Absolutely, guys. Ovais, as he join, we'll talk more. The screen might be blurred out, but I will fix that. Do not worry about that. That's a very quick fix for me. But question that I have, Ovais, while people are joining, we have so many YouTube, people that love to be on YouTube. They want to start their own channels. What was your motivation of starting a channel?
Well, to be honest, it's a long story, but I'm going to give you the crux of it. I am a trained theater artist and I'm an actor. So when I came to US like about 10 years ago, the very first thing which was on my mind was my primary source of income. So I really kept my passion on the back burner. But slowly, you might have heard that once you're an artist, you're always an artist, right? So it keep on bothering me that, there's something, a part of my life which I'm not, pursuing. And so I said, and at that time, like YouTube and all of that good kind of stuff was booming and it just popped up. So I said, I'm going to jump into it and I'm going to try, So Absolutely. That's how I started. I just wanted to, vent out my talent. But I didn't knew that people would start liking it. It's going to be a big thing,
Okay. So, while you and I have been talking, we're up to 64 players. And more if you're joining. Guys, you are watching. Make sure you're watching this on a screen other than your phone where you're playing Kahoot on. So please make sure you're watching this live stream on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram or Twitch, wherever you feel comfortable with. We go live on 5 to 6 different platforms. You should know that. 70 players. We're going to give it a few more minutes. We're going to wait for the magic number of 80. In the meantime, Ovais, I'm going to show you what the prize is tonight. You coming on the show has made some of our patrons, Arsalan Zahid, wonderful friend of ours. He's put this Merge Cube as a present for you guys. This is an award this is the winning prize for tonight. Do you know anything about these AR enabled games, Ovais?
Well, I've heard about it, but just let me know. I mean, it looks fascinating to me.
It is fascinating. Okay, so going back, a lot of people I know are on the list that are actually joining, want to be YouTube artists. One thing you said is the passion that was always in you. You wanted to be an artist. You are an artist and you wanted to pursue that. What should people do when they're trying to make a YouTube channel? Should they actually look within something that, how would you advise them to start one?
Well, in today's day and age, a lot of people are, coming up with their own YouTube channels and making videos, and there is tons of content which is coming pretty much every other day. I mean, I was reading a research. It's about 30 million software which is downloaded every day. So which is magnificent. But I mean, if somebody really want to pursue it seriously, I would say start making content, guys. And persistence and consistency is the key. I mean, you make one-off videos, like one video there and one video there, like the gap between the videos is like 1 month. Now there's tons of content coming in. You'd be on the backside. People will forget you in hours. So consistency and making good content. Keep on
So, I mean,
doing it. Keep on doing it.
absolutely. Some great words from the YouTuber. As you guys are, we're up to 80 players, so I'm not gonna give you, make you wait any longer. You guys are ready to go. Huttari is sending Hattari is sending a challenge, open challenge against Abdullah. Abdullah, I'm here to beat you. Just so you know, Awais, Abdullah has won this show 6 times. He was very close to winning it 7th time last night. Anas Siddiqui from Toronto, they've just finished fast. They're fast guys, so I'm giving them a few seconds to join us. A few
Hey,
minutes.
Abdullah, I'm gonna beat you. Abdullah, I'm
Oh,
gonna beat you. I'm gonna play. I'll be playing it too.
all right. So, guys, Awais is now sending his own challenge to each one of you, and he wants this cube as well. We are up to 85 players. I would love to get started. I'm being asked to give it a few more seconds. Asher says, my name is Abdullah / Asher. Oh boy, he's changed his name now. Asher wants to win. He changed his name. All right, guys, we're up to 85 players. Do you think we should get going now? Has Toronto crowd joined in, or should we just give it a minute more? So to get everybody in, do you want to go up to the 90 or should we get started? Throw me a few comments. If you have questions for Awais, you want to know what he does. Awais wants that merch cube. All right, Awais, there you go. The storyteller says Awais wants that merch cube.
Oh, it's big time.
Big time.
Big
So
time. I'm gonna snatch it from your hands, guys.
clearly, Maham Siddiqui is saying Abdullah is building his own fans. People are changing his name to their name to Abdullah. Awais, while people are waiting, YouTube, one of the things you say is when you want to get started, look within, give it some consistency. Don't start until you can find some consistency. Content. What do you think is the most important thing when it comes to content? I'll take one comment from you before we get started.
Well, a lot of people come to me and ask the same question. It's a good question. And they say, oh, we are making content, but we are not getting any views. Guys, it's not about making content. It's about making good content. I mean, I'm not saying that you're not making good content, but the key is making relevant content. Until and unless people are relating to your content, they won't share it, they won't like it.
Yeah.
Key is make relevant content.
Absolutely. All right. Having said that, we'll take a very short break. And guys, when we get back, get those phones out because we'll get started. 20 questions again to test your wits and your brains, and off we'll go. All right. So we'll take a short break. When we get back, the game show will be on. All right, here we are, and very impressive 89 players. The fact is that it's Ramadan, but still lots of you are joining. All right, so I will not make you wait any longer. Awais, get your phone ready. Here we go. The BaatShaat brings you Wake Up Human, please, show. Wake Up Human show. First question in front of you that's going to pop up is the first true ancient civilization was. What was it called? The first true ancient civilization. You guys have been asking, begging for historical questions. Here's one. Do not blame me if you can't get this one right. I will not take no blame. Egypt, Sumer, China, or India. What was the first true ancient civilization called? You have 10 more seconds to go, guys. All right, let's find out if who can get the answers. I've seen any one of you have answered. Guys, Sumer is the earliest known civilization in the historical region of southern Mesopotamia, which is now southern Iraq. Only 26 of you got it right. Believe it or not, it goes back almost 30,000 years. Can you believe that? How long people have lived on this earth and how wrecked we have made it? But that is another thought for another day. All right, let's move on. Shah from Mountain House has started. Your American friends, Awais, I cannot tell you how good they are. I can't even comment on that. H High, with the triple I is number 2. Butter Chicken is number 3. Zaid over Mountain House and Zahira Omar are 4th and 5th. Let's keep moving on. Question number 2. Who is the youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner, guys? This should be an easy one. Is it Marie Curie, Malala Yousafzai, Toni Morrison, or Nadia Murad? There's a backstory to everything. I want to give you education along with the enjoyment piece, and you have to always ensure that you're learning something from it. Who exactly is the youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner? Just so you know, this person won when they were only 17 years old. And in about 3 seconds, we're going to find out what is the right answer. It is Malala Yousafzai. Absolutely. It is. She's from Pakistan. She won for standing up against a terrorist and she wanted to pursue her education. That is the backstory, and a lot of controversies in Pakistan around it. We won't go there. That's Avais's section, Avais's speciality. I won't touch that. I will keep moving. And let's go to Americans have now taken over the podium. All top 5 people from America, from the States, from Mountain House in California. Let's go to question number 3. The most ancient form of writing developed in ancient Sumer was known as. Okay, so we talked about the oldest civilization being from Sumer. They were called Sumer or Sumeritarians. But what was the ancient form of writing that they developed? And honestly, believe me or not, Avais, I don't know if you can say these names. I can't even say them. Cuneiform, hieroglyphics, fix, Sanskrit, pictographs.
Yep.
So guys, just so you know, the region where we come from, our background, we come from the Sanskrit area, which is India or Pakistan. It was predominantly Sanskrit, but cuneiform was, Avais, we just lost Avais, but he'll be back. Cuneiform was actually the language developed by Sumer, which they used in ancient civilization. All right, guys, let's see. Moving on. Avais is back. We'll add him to the show. Zaid Umar is now first. Zara second. Subal is third. Zainab is fourth. And Hi, I believe Hi is from Canada because Canadians hate putting their countries or their places' name up by their name, by the side of their names. All right, let's go to question number 4. This is going to get very interesting. Who is the first Indian woman to win Nobel Peace Prize? We talked about the youngest. We know it's Malala Yousafzai from Pakistan. Let's go to our neighboring country, India. Let's see who was the first Indian woman ever to win a Nobel Peace Prize. Has another Indian woman won? I don't know. I don't know at this point. So I didn't even look that far enough. It was Sarojini Naidu. Was it Indira Gandhi? Was it Mother Teresa? Or was it Arun Dhati Roy? All right. Technobar has joined us in Instagram, and he's sending some answers our way. It is Mother Teresa, very, very popular figure. She was born, believe it or not, in Kosovo, somewhere in Kosovo, in Serbia or Russia. But she traveled to India in the 1950s, started her own Nobel mission, and became a true peacekeeper for the longest time until her death.
And she got a lot of contribution to it. She did an amazing job. Yeah.
She did an amazing job, absolutely. 74 of you got it right. And again, the Mountain House crew is going on top. But butter chicken, I don't know why you guys pick these food names when I'm fasting. Spare a thought for me, for God's sake, for once. I see gulab jamun, butter chicken, everybody popping up, guys. You have no idea what's popping up in my heart right now. But anyways, let's keep moving. Question number 5 is a double pointer, like always, and it's a quiz. You have 3 tablets and need to take one every hour. How long before all 3 tablets are finished? Guys, lots of time. Math seems pretty straightforward, but you got to still tweak your brain muscles. And you know what? While Avais is working hard, I have a lot of questions for him. So stay tuned and stay with us till the end, because I have a few questions about him becoming a YouTuber and why is he a Ghaddar? Ghaddar, so you know, means rebel in English. Why is he a rebel? Who's he rebelling from? From his wife? Hopefully not. All right, let's see. 24 of you absolutely got it right. 2. Guys, if you take, very simple, 3 tablets, you need to take one every hour. In 2 hours, you'll be done with 3. Do the math. Or take more tablets. And simple as that. Sonia from Mountain House goes right on top. Amnu from Mountain House is second. Desi Wan Kenobi, you've held that Star Wars name for so long. It's such a pleasure to see you. I'm a Star Wars fan as well. And SK is on 5th. We have 2 Canadians and 3 in the top podium. In The Wizard of Oz, what did Scarecrow want from the wizard? Did he want a brain, a heart, a courage, or ice cream? If it was me, I would have definitely gone for the ice cream. But let's see what Mr. Scarecrow kept bugging the wizard for the whole movie. It's a wonderful movie, guys. It came out in 1939, believe it or not. It was an adaptation from the Wizard of Oz novel, which was written in 1900. So this story has existed for 118 years, and I can assure you 120 years. If you still go back, it's so much fun to read it. 26 of you all got it right. Scarecrow from the first scene was after the wizard for brain. He had everything except for the brain. It's such a wonderful story. SK, your brain definitely found you, and you climbed right to the top. And the Americans, where did your brain go? You didn't need a wizard. Come on, they've gone to the second, third, and fourth, and fifth, but Mountain House is the team to beat tonight. Who was the famous female leader of the French in the 100 Years' War? Was it Cleopatra? Was it Catherine the Great? Was it Marie Antoinette? Or was it Joan of Arc? Joan of Arc. I gotta say it properly, these names. All right, so who was it? Who was it, guys? Let's see. I'm going to stay very quiet. I don't know. My history is not that good. All I know that in the 100 Years War they had, and I don't know what those civilizations were called, but 66 of you actually got it. Joan of Arc was super young. Believe it or not, she was born in 1432, and she was 19 when she passed away. And she was a tremendous leader, and she united the whole French people, and she did a better job than 20 men can do, and that's how women usually work. So it's always an honor to be around them. All right, SK moves right, stays on top, and he's on a streak of 6. And Zaid, Umar, Zainab, Sonia, and Amnu, all from Mountain House. And Torontonians, I know you're like, Always watch Torontonians. Just watch. What is the highest movie ever? They come back, my friend. I'm telling you, they come right back at the end. Titanic in 1997 did it made the most money. Avengers Endgame in 2019, Star Wars The Force Awakens 2015, and Black Panther in 2018. Which movie did made the most money?
I'm gonna get this right, I'm sure of that. Come on.
Huh? Guys, the funny thing is Pakistan a lot of us come from Pakistan. I'll tell you something very unique. Pakistan's total debt is $4 billion. All right. Pakistan needs to pay $4 billion to get out of debt. This movie made $3 billion. Pakistan needs to make an Endgame. Avengers Endgame. I'm telling you. To pay off the debt. All right. 60 of you absolutely got it right and went debt-free into the top 5. And now SK is still hanging on. Zaid, Sonia, Amnu, and Zainab Umar, welcome to the top 5. Again, she's been back, hanging up and down. Who was the leader of the first Who was the leader who first unified the Mongols? Was it Mansa Musa? Was it Attila? Was it Genghis Khan? Or was it Tamerlane? Sorry, not Tamerlane. Tamerlane is food. Again. Oh... Guys, a comment has popped up, but we'll go to it after the question. You guys always hate it when I put these questions up. All right, let's see. I put my logo up, and if it's in the way, I'll take it off. All right, so let's go and find out who actually combined. Guys, believe it or not, Mongols back in the days were all like tribes. They were all over the place. They fought with each other. They didn't have one unified way of going. And guess what they did? Under Genghis Khan, he was the first true leader that brought them together, and Muslims felt the effect of it back in the days. But anyways, one question's come up. Lucky Singh, my good friend, has said, "Bhai, Ghaddar ki kya kahani hai? Batao to zara." Lucky, hang on. We're not going anywhere. We'll come back to it at the end of the show. Let's keep moving. Always hang on to that. All right, let's see, guys. All the Mountain House crew is back. And SK, where are you playing from? Make sure you do let me know. I think you're from Toronto, if I'm not wrong. If an electric train is going north, then which way is the smoke going? This is for double the points. If an electric train is going north, which way is the smoke going? North, south, east, or what smoke? Let's find out the answer, guys. The geniuses, the users of the brain. Techno Ibrar, please go on Kahoot, download the Kahoot app and put the pin 6067114. Put that pin in that app and you can join the game. I know you're sending answers through YouTube, but do join the game. 64 absolutely. Electric train does not make smoke. Simple as that. What smoke? Electric train does not make smoke. And some of you got it. And 17
of Salman, you're throwing googlies, man.
I'm throwing 17 of you, including seems like Ovais, has never seen an electric train. Come on, how can an electric train see a Tesla? It never makes smoke. All right. Wow. Americans living in California close to the Tesla headquarters know their answers. And SK is hanging on. SK is hanging on. Who did Emma Watson play in the Harry Potter movies? You guys want Harry Potter? Let's have Harry Potter. Let's have Harry Potter. Was it Katniss Everdeen? Was it Bellatrix Lestrange? Was it Ginny Weasley or Hermione Granger? And I apologize if I'm not saying the last one right. English isn't my first language. You all know that. I just pretend to speak it. All right, 5 seconds left. Let's see who picks the right answer. 83 of you know what they're talking about. 84 of you know your Harry Potter. 77 absolutely no. And Avais, I don't know where you are on this, but
I'm way far behind, guys.
he's very far behind. He doesn't want to talk about it. All right, let's see. He's doing Ghaddari from his own game show. All right, SK stays on top. It seems like there's been no change in the top 5. Guys, the fun is yet to come. You know how I position these. What ended with the dropping of atomic bombs on Japan? World War I, 30 Years' War, World War II, and Jap-China War. Guys, this is the war that changed the course of the history. The world we live in now has changed because of this war. United Nations was formed because of this war in the don't want to say anything else. I will hang on to that. But United Nations was formed. There was a lot of world changes, a lot of things people learned about how to become a one unified global community after this war. People had enough of it. It was exactly the World War II, 1972, 1944, 45. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were the unfortunate cities where the bombs were dropped. 1 million people wiped off. Many years they felt intoxication and couldn't bear living in those cities, but it was literally a human course-changing historical occasion that happened or event that took place. All right, same. Nobody's beating these guys. I made the quiz too easy, it seems. Who plays Rey in this new Star Wars movie? Come on, Daisy Van Kenobi, you can come back to this on this one. Is it Daisy Ridley? Is it Keira Knightley? Is it Felicity Jones or is it Natalie Portman? Who played Rey in the new Star Wars movies? Who plays? She's done 2 movies, guys, just so you know. Brilliant actress. We had never seen her before, but such a great actress. For a Star Wars fan, this was incredible to see it. Guys, so you know, Avais is eating. Their fast has just opened up. All right, Daisy Ridley, absolutely. Daisy Ridley, 55 of you absolutely got it right. No, Rehan, not Natalie Portman. SK, look at that. My friend, the Star Wars fan, Daisy Van Kenobi is back. Daisy Van Kenobi is back in the top 5. You know your Star Wars, guys. You know your Star Wars. What is illegal to show in the movies in South Dakota? Come on, Americans. This is the one state you don't even think about or that it exists. But what exactly is illegal to show in the movies in South Dakota? Is it smoking? People not obeying traffic laws? Police officers being beaten? Or people swearing? I have not made this easy, Avais.
No, not at all. That's a good one, though.
That's a good one. It's a lot of great. I had no idea. Storyteller saying away, sharing is caring. All right, let's see. I can't believe 56 you've got it right. Incredible.
All
Can
right.
you believe it? Avais, they cannot show police officers being beaten in South Dakota. Any movies that have that, they have to.
That's something new for me. I mean, that's a good information.
But you know what they have to do? If you have to release a movie, you have to edit those scenes out, and then only you can play in the cinema.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, quite incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Out of the 52 states, only one state does that in the States. All right, let's see. Van Kenobi hangs on to the top 5. Sonia from Mountain House, Wahaj Amnu are there. And SK, like a true champion, leading on, but only 400 points shy of the second spot. So anyone can catch up with them. Which movie was the first in the summer blockbuster trend? Not shy, sorry, ahead in the trend. So which movie was the first in the summer blockbuster trend? Was it Exorcist? Very, very, very incredible horror movie. You gotta watch that. Jaws from 1975, Rocky from 1976, another incredible one. Jaws was an incredible movie in its own right. And Star Wars, I mean, I don't want to say anything else. I am a huge fan. Rehan Khan on YouTube is giving their own answer. Rehan, you can play it through the Kahoot app as well. Time's up, guys. 72 of you got it at Jaws. None other than the Jaws, the brilliantly directed movie by Steven Spielberg. You got to watch it. If you haven't, wonderful movie. Doesn't age. You can still go back and enjoy it like it was. It was a movie ahead of its time, so you can still enjoy it today. All right, still no change whatsoever in the podium. Now we're getting to the fun part. What is divided by double the points? What is 30 divided by half? What does it become? You have 26 seconds to answer that, guys, and it's for double the points. You want to throw SK off tonight? You want to bring the Mountain House crowd down? This is your chance. Do not let this one go. SK, please share with me where you're playing from.
I am super envy of SK right now.
Super envy of SK. Abdullah Siddiqui, where's your comeback, man? One of your favorite comebacks. We're still waiting. A lot of your fans are waiting too. 59 of you got it right for double the points. It is 60. When you divide 30 by half, guys, you're effectively multiplying it by 2, which makes it 60. Simple math. SK stays on. No, this points table. Nobody's bringing these guys down, it seems. But we got 4 more questions for double the point. Multi-select. You can pick 2 answers. Actually, it's not multi-select. I don't know how it got to multi-select. It is not multi-select. It's one answer. Pick one, please. Do not pick multi-select. It must have been an error. The forced V, equator or hemisphere. It is one answer, guys. Only one answer will get you the right answer. SK is from Toronto is what I'm getting. What is at the center of gravity? Read again. What is at the center of gravity? Guys, at the center of gravity is the letter V.
Ah, come on, man. Come on, Salman. Nah, that's not fair, man.
I'm fasting. You can't say anything to me. Sorry. All right.
I gotta go back to school now.
What is at the center of gravity? And gravity is in hyphen because I wanted you to focus on that word. It's all about how you read things. It's not about how it sounds. All right, how we read things. 24 of you got it right. The center of gravity has V. And let's see if we've done anything to the points table. Yes, we have. SK has dropped right down, and Sonia from Mountain climbed up, and the American flag comes out, and it's waving high.
All right, Sonia, there you go.
Torontonians are going to come back, and Canada will be back again. If you can purchase 8 eggs for 26 cents, how many can you buy for $1.25? And for those of you that I said, please go back and watch those videos. This is a classic from one of our earlier shows. If you haven't gone back and watched some of our videos, you may not know the answer. Is it 9, 12, 8, or 4? If you can purchase 8 eggs for 26 cents, how many can you buy for $1.25? And again, please don't yell at me. I will move that logo out of the way. How can you make how can you buy for $1.25? Logo is gone. Thank goodness I did that quickly. 70 of you got it right, so you must have gone back and watched those shows. Good work, guys. And Sonia from Mountain House is hanging on. Wow, it's been, Ovais, you know what's happening? One night Toronto wins, another night Mountain House comes back and wins it, and that's been a trend. One time Edmonton broke the record. So let's see what's going to happen tonight, because Toronto won last night. Can Mountain House now come back and claim their title? Question number 19 for double the points, but it's a puzzle. It is a puzzle. Memory recall. What is the recently discovered strain of coronavirus that causes the infection? You have to put this in order. You have 30 seconds. You have to move those fingers around, get them sliding on the screen. All those Angry Bird games you have practiced for years on. Now is the time to start sliding things on the screen. Comments come in. Rumexa says, I'm going to jump off a cliff. Aturi says, do not do that. Rumexa, those are tough things to do. I think she's messed up bad. All right, guys, the recently discovered strain, and 99% of you got it right, is COVID-19. All you have to do is put that together. All right, guys, let's go on to the last question. Before that, the podium. Mountain House is cleaning the house tonight. Torontonians, your fast just broke. What's going on? How are you going to eat this defeat? What is the chicken dance called, guys? What is the chicken dance called? I don't know if this video is going to play. Fast made sure I put it there for you guys, because he thinks we have nothing fancy or fantastic going on, so he wants to add some flavor to the show. Is it called Wake Up Human, Give Me Food, Tit Biting, or Chicken Scan Dance? What exactly is this called?
Every American wedding has that. Chicken. Huh? Every American wedding has that.
I know exactly. There you go. All right. Oh, look at that. What have we done? Guys, chickens actually can dance, and the rooster does that. It does that to attract the female. It does that when it feels like he's powerful. It's powerful, and it's called tit biting. It was unique for me as well. What have we done to the podium Ovais? Let's see if we've changed anything. Number 3, Wahaj from Mountain House is number 3. Has a Torontonian jumped in? No, it is Amunu from Mountain House. And guess what? The top position is going to Sonia. Congratulations. You won the second time from the States. Guys, so you know, Sports Trends Quiz is going to start soon as well. If you guys want to join that as well, let me know. But right now, we're going to continue our conversation with Ovais. We're going to find out those that love to start their YouTube channel, those that want to love to know what their channel can do. Let's talk about Sonia. Congratulations. I cannot believe you're going to cost me another mail drop to California. Here's your prize. You won the merge cube. It's going to be coming to you all the way to California. And lucky for you, your prizes are going out tomorrow and they'll be coming to you. So make sure you do claim that. They'll be in the mail, guys. So if you haven't seen my Instagram post, prizes have been packaged. They're getting shipped tomorrow. Waj Malik says thank you for the history question. Absolutely, Waj. You guys were asking for them. Here they are. And guys, send me questions and comments, or what do you think of the show? What do you want to know from Ovais? Ovais runs a wonderfully awesome channel on YouTube. We're going to ask more questions from Ovais right now. The game show is done. But Ovais, what do you think of the game show?
It's amazing. I mean, it's nerve-wracking at the same time. Edge of the seat, you name it. It's mind-blasting.
And what's up with your American counterparts, my friend? What's going on? How come they're so good with history and all that stuff?
Okay, curious to them, I don't know. I mean, but as I said, I have to go back to school or my books again. I did pretty bad. I completely failed it.
Exactly. Faris says I didn't see anime. People want anime. I don't know what anime is. You don't have a clue what anime is? Oh, Ovais, guess what? Oh,
yeah.
Ovais' stream got hung, but he's back now. Mom Siddiqui says good to give others a chance now. Mom is playing from Toronto, and she's saying we're just giving everybody a chance. All right, Super Smash Bros. Okay, Ovais, people are watching. Lots of people are still on the stream. Now tell me, honestly, YouTube, let's go back to that. Why Ghaddar? What does Ghaddar, where does it come from? We want to do a full-on show on this, but right now I want people to get a taste of what Ghaddar is all about.
Well, the literal English translation for Ghaddar is being a traitor. But when I started my YouTube channel, I was really playing around with it. And everybody who's online right now and really want to pursue this, I would say just play around with your content and see where it takes you. You will get your own footing. But what I got as in my USP was a difference of opinion in the society. So for instance, let me give an example. Although I mean, if I start on it, I really need a whole day to really explain you the whole concept. Exactly. It's kind of philosophical. But let's say if I have an opinion and you have an opinion, if you disagree with me, you are a traitor for me. And if you disagree from me, I'm a traitor for you.
That's where the rebel comes from.
So that's what really it is. I mean, the whole difference of opinion in the society is a different school of thoughts. That's where I come in,
So tonight, Mountain House was a Ghaddar for the Torontonians, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
And last night, Torontonians were Ghaddar for Mountain House. And Mountain House, Sonia is saying, I dedicate my win to Mountain House. Absolutely. Amir Raza from Toronto, Milton is saying, I would have won, but Kahoot froze on Harry Potter. So I think Kahoot Ghaddared on him. Right?
Right.
Oh, Rumexa has a question. She also has a wonderful YouTube channel. Tags are also extremely important as they help rank your videos in search. Are they?
Well, again, I mean, it could, but if I tell you from my experience, Salman, what really matters at the end of the day is your content. You can put as many hashtags, you can put as many, you can play around, but if your content is not good, it won't work.
I have a question. One of your video did 2.5 million views, close to 2.5 million views. One video, and another video did like 10,000. Any difference in the hashtags? Any difference in the tags? How do you tag it? How do you title it? Any difference?
Well, tag really helps you out. I mean, it really, for instance, this tags is really connected to the keywords. So anybody who's searching on YouTube or on Google would probably help you out bringing your video to the top. But as I said, like you gave me an example of my one of my videos, which is on 2.5 million views right now. What really matters is one, if your content is up to the mark and it's relevant to the people, and two, if you're really capitalizing on the time. So if it is relevant and if it is talking to the people at the right time, so right video at the right time would really bang it. Because
Actually,
at that time, like where the tags come in. So for instance, if I'm just giving an example, I'm not trying to make fun of him, but let's
yeah,
say our president Trump, he made a comment about disinfectants, right?
yeah,
So everybody right now is searching for that speech because they really want to see it.
yeah.
So anybody who makes a content relevant to disinfectants right now would probably pop up in the numbers
Pop-up,
right
yeah. Whatever's in the go. So, More Wish Cuisine by Mevish is Mrs. Awais, just so you guys know, and she's a wonderful chef. Wonderful, wonderful content she has on her Instagram as well as everywhere else that she's got. Facebook. We're working close with her to bring her and have her cook live here while we can play the game show, guys. Tell me what do you think of that? We're thinking of bringing her and have her cook while we can do the game show. All right. I'm getting a lot more comments. Just so you know, Mountain House has now won it 6 times. Toronto has won it the most with 13 wins. Milton is on 2. Edmonton is on 4. Ottawa is on 5. So we have winners from all across the North America. Right?
That's amazing. That's
So
amazing.
that's what's going on. All right. So good stuff today. Like the Disney questions, we're getting lots of comments, lots of Mountain House versus Toronto going on. We started this new rivalry that didn't know it existed before the daily game show started. So talk about rivalry and YouTube, or how much is that important? Collaborating, the opposite of rivalry, collaboration. How is that? How much is that important for a new channel?
Very, very important. I would say that's the key. Because, you know, what really happens in collaboration is that you really, you're technically cannibalizing each other's audiences, and you're really opening yourself up to new people. So that's really what a win-win is when you're talking about collaboration. It's very, very important. I would say anybody who is starting a YouTube channel, find people like you. So for instance, if you have a cooking channel, find other chefs, another channel, but at the same time, for instance, if you just started with like 5 subscribers, do not contact Rosanna Pansino with millions of them. She won't talk to you. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah,
Try to find some new
realistic.
people and collaborate, and
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a wonderful, time to have you here, play with us alongside. And you know what? There's so many questions I have, and I have a lot of questions that are coming to me through the phone. What are your thoughts of doing a proper, full-on show in the coming days in Urdu or English? We'll pick, but in the morning, where more and more people from Pakistan also can join. What are your thoughts on that?
That would be amazing. I would love to be. I mean, I enjoyed talking to you thoroughly, Salman. It was an amazing show, and I would love to come back again. And I
Absolutely.
really want
More
to
happy.
really, you have really spoke about this upcoming YouTubers. I would like to, talk more about that, especially about my story. If it can be inspiring for anybody for a little bit, but I would try my best. I mean, it would be
So
amazing.
I think one of the things, I'm all about the game show I started is for education.
Yeah,
Not just fun, but I'm pretty sure you would have walked away with some new information, right? That you may not have known before. So you will give that purpose to my next show. I would, guys, I'm going to announce a full-on show with Ovais in the next couple of days. Keep an eye on our Instagram and BaatShaat. Do follow Ovais urf Ghaddar. That's his thing on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram. We're going
Salman, sorry,
to
I'm cutting you. I would love to have a conversation also on, and especially when it's Ramadan right now,
yeah,
on intolerance on social media. You
let's
know,
talk about it in the next show.
yeah,
Absolutely. So we'll go live with that as well. There won't be a game show that'll be in the morning like I usually do non-game shows in the morning. I'll bring a base on that and we'll have a full half an hour to discuss all these things. So send me your questions for that. YouTubers, young YouTubers, new YouTubers, please come and learn from the guru. He's built an audience. He's worked hard for years and he's built a platform for himself where one post can get 20,000 views within 4 hours. It's incredible to see. Some of us just dream of that. So, Avais, thank you so much for being on the show. It was a pleasure having you. The
thank you for
Aftari time
calling.
is coming up in Saskatchewan and Manitoba, so I'm going to quickly wrap up and ensure that everybody can get to that. We'll come back to it, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Toronto time, 7 p.m. Saskatchewan time, 6 p.m. Mountain House time. I have to say it, otherwise the champions will be upset. And keep watching our Instagram. We'll be posting our winners information tonight. Guys, thank you again for being with us tonight. It was again a pleasure hosting you. Inshallah, we'll see you tomorrow. Keep watching BaatShaat. Spread the word as much as you can. And we want more and more players. Again, we got up to 90. And it's an honor to be hosting this and bringing it to you every night. Thank you, Wes.
Thank you, Salman. Thank you for calling me.
My side, and we'll be back in a couple of days on your show.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys. Good night.